as a couple, honesty is the best policy when it comes to keeping the kilos off. That's according to authors of the new book, Philosophies.
Yeah, husband and wife team Julius and Sharny believe that a weight vow is necessary to not only keep your shape, but to prevent a sexless marriage. I couldn't even say it. The words couldn't even come out of my mouth then. Or even, God forbid, a divorce. So, guys, you tell us about this pledge.
Well, we have a very honest relationship where we just feel if we've got something on our mind, let's just tell each other. And the other person has got to promise they're not going to get offended or get sooky or whatever. We've just got to express what's in our mind. So just before we got married, we brought up, you know, that we love physically what each other looks like, you know, our zest for life. Mm-hmm. And Julia said, these are his exact words, I don't want you to turn into a rhino after we get married.
Was that because you had like a big horn on your head?
She was horny.
Oh, we didn't even plan that joke. That was awesome.
Wow. So is it sort of like, Julius, I take you to be my lawful wedded husband as long as you don't put on 20 kilos?
Yeah, I don't want you to have a big gut.
Right?
Yeah, she didn't want me, while she was having all the kids, she didn't want me to look the same as her.
Do you think it's necessary for a long-term relationship? Like, why do you think it's necessary to keep the...
Yeah.
Because you can't really freeze in time, though, as a marriage. I mean, you can't go like, I want you to keep... Because you've got to grow, and sometimes grow means grow. See, the thing is, my wife and I did the exact opposite. We got married, went, woohoo, off the market, let's eat and drink as much as we want, and then went, hang on, nothing fits anymore. But we still found each other cuddly and attractive.
Cuddly.
But do you think it's a problem with modern marriages?
I think people fall out of love. Like, I've heard of people sleeping in separate bedrooms. So we wanted to fall more and more in love every day.
I think it's also a metaphor for so much more than just what you look like. It's so important to cover these things off before you get married rather than wait until you're, sick of the person.
Yeah, but look at you two. You're sort of genetically blessed as it is before you get into it. I mean, vast some sort of mutation. How could you not fall in love with each other? Okay, so when it comes to pregnancy, I mean, are there rules to that? Because you're going to put on weight there.
Yeah,
and you've had 4 kids.
I put on 30 kilos with one of our children.
You did too, sympathy?
Carried twins, yeah.
But we've got a clause. Within 12 months, I've got to lose the baby weight. It's my own clause. I want to lose the baby weight. So, yep.
But, for some people, they can eat whatever they want without putting on weight, but for others, it's a lot harder, So, I mean, how does it affect the other person in the relationship if one person does put on weight within a relationship?
Yeah, well, that's a very important point because I think if you're the person that can eat everything, you're in a relationship with someone who can't eat everything, you should eat the same and help them along because you don't really want to be, crushed by a walrus.
What are these images you keep saying? She's a walrus and a rhino. Okay, so you set these weight vows.
Awesome.
When's the best time to set the weight vows with your partner? You think right at the outset?
Well before you get married. As soon as the ring goes on the finger, it's not a lock-in contract yet.
Just chat about it.
It's time to talk about these things that you want to cover off when down the line when it will become very offensive to say something to someone.
I think the positives are it's good to have these goals though and to sort of spur each other along, which is good.
And what's a deal breaker? Like, it's not okay you have to brush your teeth every day. I'm not okay with,
but the thing is that I can imagine there'd be people out there watching and going, yeah, but this is kind of shallow. This is sort of like all about the physical aspect of my partner. What if my partner had a car accident and they were in a wheelchair? Or what if something else physical happened to them? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And when someone's on steroids or something for a medical reason, obviously you're married to that person. It's not there, I'm lucky you got the car crash. I'm going to go find someone else. It's definitely not that.
No.
It's the lazy person who's just getting a little bit...
letting themselves go.
Letting themselves go,
older, I mean, also your metabolism changes. That's my excuse. All that sort of stuff, you know what I mean?
Mine too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So you have to sort of keep up with that as well. I think it's kind of good. Well, the book is called...
It's interesting.
Philosophy. So go out there and get it. And if you're thinking about marriage, no rhinos. That's the rule, apparently. No, guys, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Sharny. Thanks, Julius.